Hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. My name's Daniel, I'm an amateur triathlete. This is Sam. Sam's a performance nutritionist. There you go. Over the last few months, Sam and I have been working together. He's been guiding me with what to eat and drink and when, in line with performance. It's enabled me to lose some weight, to get fitter and to work towards my goals. Now, in this video, we're going to be sharing some knowledge to hopefully benefit you guys and girls. Let's get stuck straight into it.
Right, so I've been through Dan's cupboards, picked out a few things that I think are probably points of interest for people. It's not that Dan's cupboards look terrible. It's more that there's some options that are good at specific times, and then other options that are good at other times. So today we've been out, big training day, we've swam, we've biked, and then we've done a run off. Now we're thinking about refueling. What we can think about there is a type of carbohydrate that we're going to have. So we've burnt a lot of calories today and we want to refuel quite quickly, so we're ready to go again tomorrow. So rather than focusing potentially on something like wholemeal penne, so a pasta based dish with wholemeal penne, what we might decide to do is actually go for something that's more like simple carbohydrates that are going to be absorbed quickly by the body. Glucose level is going to be high and we're going to be able to store that in our muscles as glycogen quite quickly afterwards. So I've picked out spinach and ricotta tortellini there. That's a really good option. Combine that with some tomato sauce and that's a very simple and quick and easy dish to have as soon as you're through the door. Another great option, and I think an underrated option here, is, well, I would actually go for white bread teamed with some beans and maybe some egg on toast. Beans and egg on toast following a long ride or a hard run, something like that is perfect. Nice and simple, nice and easy, get the calories in straight away.
Classic. Are we allowed any cheese?
We can have a little bit of cheese if we'd like as well, just for taste.
Got it.
One of the other things that I've picked out here is two different types of yogurts. Now I've told Dan to actually have these types of yogurts in his fridge ready to go for two different reasons. One, as we can see, is high in protein here, and so what we're trying to do a lot of the time is get people to eat more protein. So protein's really important to support recovery, but also Dan's talked about weight loss as being one of his objectives, so it helps with fullness as well and keeping us full through the day. So having a mid-morning snack or mid-afternoon snack where you've got some sort of protein, 20 to 25 grams of protein in a yogurt, there's only 150 calories in something like this as well, so it's not massively calorific as well, is a really nice option to keep us full during that, well, probably from like lunch through to dinner, rather than having to reach for like high energy snacks, which we might be tempted to go for, something like a biscuit or something like that, that's going to satisfy us very for a short period of time but not keep us full for longer, and that's what we're looking to do with something like a protein yogurt. Alternatively, we've got a lower calorie yogurt, let's say, and Muller Light here is one of the options. The reason we might want to have these in is, well, certainly after dinner, people often might want a dessert, something like that. Something like this is absolutely perfect for that because it's fairly low calorie. It's probably only about 70 or 80 calories overall, but it's just a nice little dessert for people to have in their cupboard and have after their dinner. Also, some people find the dairy helps with the digestion afterwards, settle their stomach maybe after they've eaten, something like that. So Muller Light's a really good option maybe for after you've eaten your meal in the evening. You're not going to add many more calories to the meal that you've had. And then finally, we're going back to, well, I suppose we're going to breakfast here. So porridge oats, as labelled by Liz beautifully. Really great option. So slow release carbohydrate in the morning, perfect, set us up for the day. What you can do, depending on the training you've done that morning potentially, or that you're going to do later in the morning, is combine that with either some fresh or frozen berries. So that's a kind of lower calorie or low carb option to sit with the porridge. You're getting some good micronutrients there and antioxidants within those types of berries. Alternatively, if you require a few more carbohydrates to replenish maybe what you've burnt after you've been swimming in the morning or something like that, then you can add to the porridge. We've got some slow release carbohydrates, add a banana, so topping up potassium levels, topping up carbohydrates. There's maybe sort of 20 to 30 grams of carbs, additional carbs in there as well. And we haven't grabbed it here, but often we'll get Dan to combine the porridge with like whey protein or something like that, and that then helps us to hit the protein levels that we want at breakfast. And again, that's something that people will often neglect, is having enough protein at breakfast. That's often the meal that's neglected in that sense.
So I'm sure you'll agree, a lot of that stuff seems really simple, but something as simple as having a protein yogurt in the fridge, I wouldn't have done without Sam telling me 2 months ago. I would have been having a biscuit for a snack, or like a Belvita bar, those sorts of things. So those small little learnings and gains all add up, and it's definitely benefited me over time. Now, a lot of that stuff we just talked about are, generalizations, aren't they? Giving general advice. If you want specific, tailored advice to you and your life and your training, feel free to engage with Sam and Total Endurance Nutrition about a one-to-one program. I pay for this service. I am not a sponsored athlete from Sam. I wouldn't promote it if I'm not a fan of this and supportive of it. It's genuinely helped me out in my life and my training, so I hope it will do yours as well. But there's plenty of opportunity as well for like free advice, things like that, and we're going to do another couple of videos as well. So all Sam's links will be in the description down below. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you, Sam, for your time today, and I'll see you very soon.